Hi, my name is Terence Rushin, and this is RushinThruShows. So this week at the Buckhead Theater, we're traveling back to March 16th, 2019 with Nothing More on the Truth Tour. Like any kind of rock show, whether it be hard rock, punkcore, alternative rock, you name it, they have pros and cons. And I'm gonna go through some of those. On the pro side, you know, there's always high energy everywhere. You get the crowd reacting from the band and the band reacting from the crowd. And you're just like, there's always something to photograph. On a con side, you usually get a lot of a photographer's usual worst nightmare, which is red lighting. You can learn different tricks and techniques to counter that red lighting within the camera, and once you pull it into Photoshop and edit it, like there's ways to make that very deeply red lit photo more appealing. And I felt that a lot of the red lighting from Nothing More set really played off of the emotion that was on stage. Now on the other side of, you know, deep red lighting at these types of shows, you occasionally run into strobe lighting, which can definitely be a pro and a con at the same time. Pro because, you know, when it hits, it pops, like it captures, like it freezes that moment in time. And if you're able to catch it, which is the con part, like they're really quick, the strobe lights. So if you're able to catch action within the strobe, you know, you're in for like something good. Definitely caught that with the lead vocalist. He was just all over the place, and he was barefoot at the same time. And this is one of the shot that I got, like catching him frozen in time. It's a little bit of a motion blur because, like I was saying, he was really fast, and my shutter speed was a little low because I was compensating for the low light, but at the same time trying to capture, you know, the subject and the action on stage. Another pro and con are the fans at rock shows, because, you know, they are pumped, they're psyched to be there. You got the rock hands throwing up everywhere, but you've also got fans wanting to crowd surf and coming over the barricade. So while you're focusing on the band in front of you, you also have to pay attention to what's going on behind you. And sometimes you're ducking and dodging and making sure that you're not in the security's way. Because security, they're awesome. They're there to make sure everybody is safe, having fun, but being safe at the same time. But you don't want to get caught in between, like, the security and them trying to pull somebody over the barricade safely to get them back into the crowd. But every now and then you get an awesome crowd shot like this one. I posted it a couple times online. I would flip it upside down to make it look like he's walking on air. One of my favorite shots was when when Jonny, the lead vocalist, kind of bent over towards the crowd and he was just wailing on the mic, and I was able to, you know, lean back as far as I could against the barricade and capture him at a 24 millimeters, which is about a kind of a wide medium shot. And, you know, that was probably my favorite shot from that set. You know, to wrap it all up, rock shows, like any show, you know, they have their pros and their cons, and it's how you approach those pros and cons that make a, you know, dynamic image, that can make a dynamic image. You know, everything is there. The adrenaline, you're gonna leave with your ears ringing, but you're gonna leave also high on adrenaline from that show. And the Buckhead Theater is definitely a great place to, you know, be right in the middle of that action. It's a nice size venue, it's a nice intimate setting, but at the same time you get to have that big rock show feel every time that you step through those doors.